Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact Jeremy Fulton, agent at Jeremy Fulton Agency, Inc. at 701-746-1919 today.
Pros, save more on the materials you need to get the job done, inside and out, at Lowe's. Right now, get 10% off in-stock Trex Naturals decking, now available in more styles. Plus, get 15% off select custom entry, interior, and storm doors. Then, we'll deliver it all straight to your job site to help keep your jobs moving. Get the brands pros trust, priced right, and ready when you need them. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 5/27. While supplies last. Selection varies by location.
On today's Smart 7, Putin and Xi meet in Beijing, Trump under pressure over Anti-Weaponisation Fund, and much more. It's Thursday, 21st of May, it's International Tea Day, and happy birthday, Tom Daly.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
Wednesday saw Russian President Putin given a full ceremonial welcome as he visited Chinese Premier Xi Jinping in Beijing. The visit, which came just 4 days after Donald Trump's trip, saw both leaders talk of peace and emphasise their deep personal friendship. That may well have irritated the US president, and there was also criticism of America's nuclear policy and plans for a Golden Dome missile defence shield. But the Chinese leader was keen to emphasise the positives.
The world today is far from peaceful. The world faces the risk of regressing to the law of the jungle. My proposal to build a community with a shared future for mankind have received widespread support from the international community, including Russia.
Things didn't entirely go Putin's way as he failed to close a deal for a Trans-Siberian gas pipeline that would be a huge boost to the Russian economy. It was, however, a terrible day for UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer to decide to relax sanctions on jet fuel and diesel from Russia that had been processed in other countries. He was criticised by Labour's Dame Emily Thornberry and by Tory leader Kemi Badenoch.
He is now choosing to buy dirty Russian oil. That money will be used to fund the killing of Ukrainian soldiers. Isn't he ashamed?
Prime Minister's Question Time had a slightly lighter tone than in recent weeks as the Labour leadership contest is now out in the open. Former Health Secretary and now leadership candidate Wes Streeting even got a chance to speak from the backbenches.
I left the government because we are in the fight of our lives against nationalism. And it is a fight that we are currently losing. Unless we change course, we risk handing the keys of number 10 to reform.
The Prime Minister, a lifelong Arsenal fan, couldn't resist some light-hearted pokes at Manchester City after their loss at Bournemouth handed his beloved Gunners the Premier League title for the first time in 22 years. He also managed to get a sly swipe in at the now former Greater Manchester Mayor and soon-to-be leadership candidate Andy Burnham.
It would be remiss of me not to comment on one of Manchester's great heroes, moving on after almost a decade. So let me congratulate Pep Guardiola on all his success at Manchester City.
US President Donald Trump is facing pressure from all sides over his latest money-making scheme. He settled a case with the IRS over the leaking of his taxes, even though he is ultimately responsible for both the IRS and the Justice Department, and created an almost $2 billion fund that he says will be used to compensate those who suffered injustices under Joe Biden's weaponization of the Department of Justice. Republicans and Democrats have both expressed alarm at the new development, and police officers injured during the January 6th insurrection are looking to block the move. Meanwhile, Trump continued to threaten Iran with more destruction on Wednesday unless they come forward with a peace deal that he will accept. He was asked by reporters if Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu will agree to hold off on further strikes until Trump is satisfied.
He's fine. He'll do whatever I want him to do. He'll do whatever I want him to do, and he's a great guy. To me, he's a great guy.
There was bad news from the World Health Organization on Wednesday, as they think it may take up to 9 months before a vaccine is developed for the new Ebola variant. There have been only 51 confirmed cases so far, but with almost 140 deaths and over 600 suspected cases, it's clear that the outbreak is continuing to spread. This variant of Ebola is the Bundibugyo species, and while there are 2 so-called candidate vaccines, the process of getting them through clinical trials could take months. The Director General of the WHO, Dr. Tedros Ghebreyesus, was warning that more cases are expected, but that the outbreak is not yet at pandemic level.
I immediately convened an emergency committee which met yesterday and agreed that the situation is a public health emergency of international concern, but is not a pandemic emergency.
Still to come on today's Smart 7, in association with Metro, Aston Villa triumph in Europe and Harrison Ford settles into sitcom life. Right after this.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact Jeremy Fulton, agent at Jeremy Fulton Agency, Inc. at 701-746-1919 today.
With Verbal's last-minute deals, you can save over $50 on your spring getaway. So whether it's a mountain escape with friends, a family week at the beach, or sightseeing in a new city, there's still time to get great discounts. Book your next stay now. Average savings $72. Select homes only.
Welcome back.
Wednesday night saw the first of this season's European finals, with Aston Villa facing off against Freiburg in Budapest. Villa manager Unai Emery has a superb record in the Europa League, recording wins with Villarreal and Sevilla, and with 4 wins, went into Wednesday night's game as the king of the contest. Freiburg had plenty to play for. They'd never won a major European trophy, whereas Villa had won 2. The game finished 3-0 to Villa, who are now Europa League champions with their first trophy in 30 years and their first European trophy since 1982. Unai Emery picked up his 5th Europa League title, but he's still ambitious for more with Villa after the win.
Next year we are again in Champions League, and this is the challenge. Next year again, the Premier League is the most difficult league in the world, and to be fighting top 7, top 5, top 4 is something very difficult, but we are getting in.
You know, you've successfully jumped genres in Hollywood when you get invited to one of the Hollywood Reporter's round tables. Harrison Ford is now firmly in the comedy camp after his Emmy nomination for Shrinking, and he joined Owen Wilson, Riz Ahmed, Glenn Powell and more for the THR Comedy Roundtable this week. The 83-year-old is loving his new lease of life as a sitcom star, and he says the audience reaction has been amazing, very different to what he's used to in action movies. Of course, when you say that at a comedy roundtable, jokes are going to happen.
What's the wildest thing a fan has come up to each of you and said?
My mother wants to sleep with you.
How do you respond to that?
Loudly announced in an airport.
I didn't mean it, by the way. It was the first time I was meeting you.
I know it. And your mom didn't mean it either.
Hollywood loves a dumb comedy, whether it's Dumb and Dumber or Step Brothers. There is something appealing about the combination of slapstick action and pure stupidity. If that's your bag, you're probably going to love Little Brother, which stars former WWE star John Cena, along with actor and comedian Eric Andre, in a tale of mistaken identity. Cena plays a real estate agent whose life gets thrown off track when his long-lost brother from a high school Big Brother program gets into an accident. Chaos ensues, and it drops on Netflix on June 26th.
Maybe he came back into your life for a reason.
Or maybe there's a stranger sleeping in our house.
What happened to the guy I married who said the only thing that matters is family?
Almost burnt the entire house down. Can you imagine?
I love you and I'm here for you.
It is good to have you back in my life.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes and we'll give you the world.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact Jeremy Fulton, agent at Jeremy Fulton Agency, Inc. at 701-746-1919 today.
The Army 10-miler is on. Race in person at the Pentagon or go virtual from anywhere. Every mile supports U.S. Army soldier and family programs. Register or volunteer now at Army10miler.com. Run, volunteer, be part of something bigger.